Okay, so we got news from the Utah Jazz. Donovan Mitchell has been extended by the Utah Jazz. Same thing with Jason Tatum's contract. It's a 5-year extension, and it's worth $195 million. And obviously, it was reported by Adrian Wojnarowski. So, Mario, your thoughts on this, man?
Again, well deserved. I mean, Utah did the right decision in keeping him. Obviously, I expect him to be with Rudy Gobert for this season as well. Unlike the Celtics, Utah is missing, I think, a little bit of pieces, but I do believe that they have a bright young team that they can work with. And honestly, I'm gonna say it like this, and Boston fans are gonna be happy with me. But after seeing what Donovan Mitchell has done this year, I think he might surpass Jason Tatum as the best player in that draft. And so with that being said, I think Donovan Mitchell, I think he's a great player, just like Jason Tatum. I think he's good on defense, just like Jason Tatum. And honestly, Donovan Mitchell, at some points in the season, I think he was very underrated until he got into that bubble and he was dropping 50 points with him and Jamal Murray. They absolutely lit it up. They were absolutely exciting to watch that series. So with that being said, I mean, congratulations to the Utah Jazz. I expect great things out of Donovan Mitchell, just like I expect great things out of Jason Tatum. And I would love to see Jason Tatum and Donovan Mitchell in the NBA Finals in the future.
I would love to see that. I would love that. That's definitely something I would love to see. I love watching Donovan Mitchell play, and in my eyes, he's one of the most underrated players in the entire league, if not the most underrated. I don't know if I would go that far, but I definitely say he's one of the most underrated. Especially like you said, this is a smart move by the Utah Jazz. Like you said, they don't have all the pieces to the puzzle, but this isn't a bad place to start. In fact, it's a great place to start, especially when you have a guy by his side, Rudy Gobert. That's another great option too. You know what I mean? So like you already have two great players on there, and what the Jazz need to do is they need to build up from there. They showed promise in the bubble. They went 7 games to Denver Nuggets. And now like you said, that was a great series. That was one of the better series in the entire bubble. So I mean, Utah Jazz still have a way to go when it comes to talent, but in terms of Donovan Mitchell, which is basically their star player, that's great news. That's good that they actually made a smart decision in keeping him instead of letting him go. And instead of like letting him go and build talent on a different team, they want his talent to be built on that team alongside everybody else in the process. So congratulations to the Jazz and Donovan Mitchell, man.
Yeah, and
Exciting us.
one thing is like if you really like I really had to like stick up for that Donovan Mitchell so far has been better than Jason Tatum. Past 3 seasons he's averaged 20 points or more. Like the first season he's averaged 20 and a half points, second season he averaged 23.8, and third season he averaged 24. Jason Tatum hasn't got past 23 in my opinion. Well, not in my opinion. I've looked at the stats. He hasn't gone past 23. Then you want to look at like rebounds. Okay, well Jason Tatum I think is better at rebounding. He's obviously the taller guy. So I mean, he would be better at rebounding. And plus, Jason Tatum could play small forward and power forward. So I mean, like, depending on what you want to play. And plus, I think Jason Tatum, I think is versatile than Donovan Mitchell. In my opinion, Jason Tatum can play from 2 to 4. So you can play shooting guard, small forward, and power forward. I think Donovan Mitchell can only play shooting guard, maybe point guard. I don't know if he can play small forward. I don't know about that, but like Jason Tatum beats him in rebounds. But then assists. Donovan Mitchell has more assists than him. And so with that being said, I think Donovan Mitchell has had the better career on that. I think he's had the better career in that whole draft. So I mean, I'd love to see these two play against each other because I think that would be
Love
an
that.
incredible matchup. Uh, Honestly, if you could put like Jason Tatum at shooting guard for that whole series and him and Donovan Mitchell go at each other, it'll be insane because both of them are explosive. Both of them can shoot. Both of them can play defense. So I mean, it'll be a really good matchup. And honestly, no, see, Jason Tatum was starting the draft, and obviously during the time of that draft, a lot of people thought that Markel Fultz or Lonzo Ball was going to be the guy at that draft. And then Jason Tatum was obviously third. And we knew Jason Tatum was going to be good, but we didn't expect him to be as good as he was. And Donovan Mitchell wasn't talked about. Donovan Mitchell was not talked about a lot in that draft. So since the draft, I think Donovan Mitchell has been a very underrated player at times until the bubble where he was dropping 50 points a night. And then he had to actually prove that, like, look, I'm one of these guys. I am that dude. And so with that being said, I mean, congratulations to Donovan Mitchell. Congratulations to Jason Tatum. Same exact contract, same exact money, same exact draft. Both these guys, I think, got something to prove. And I think they're both going to turn out to be very good players in the NBA